here and there from Device on that AWP was absolutely deadly. So, many factors coming alive for Astralis here. This is going to be the second half.
And this is where we've seen them struggle, you know, all the way back towards that series against Dignitas on these T sides. This is where you're really going to see the impact of having some stand-ins, having some players that aren't normally in your roster. When something doesn't work, when Virtus.pro stops something that you have planned, what do you have to fall back on? You haven't practiced much with these two players, so you're not going to have that deep playbook to adjust.
Certainly could be a factor, and it really did haunt them on that first map, but it looks like a bit of a 3-2 split, just straight in towards A. Zipnik's down through Pop, Kerrigan already out, and you've got 3 going down through Ivy. Pasha has to wait for the 3, but he turns around, tries to back away, and it's Sax, the man we called out for being a little quiet on the first half. Finds at least a good start in the second, but Device and Glaive overpowered, and what a shot from Kerrigan on the move towards Bialy, and it's a bit of stotching here from Astralis, just taking up to front, man-to-man fight, and they're winning it out. Kerrigan closes on Neo, and Astralis get this started. This second half started with a bang.
Virtus.pro had 2 members right behind that green train right by Ivy, and it took them so long to actually get eyes down alley and see that the rush was coming that way. When Pasha eventually did go check it out, he got overwhelmed, forced out of position right into the hands of a player from Astralis waiting in ladder room for that exact kill. It was perfectly executed from Astralis. So much pressure put on one location of the map, and the defense crumbled.
Why coming back in though for Virtus.pro to quite a margin.
4 nades on the Virtus.pro side. They're going to try and nade stack over towards the choke point, see if they can catch Astralis off and executing it. It could be towards Ivy when they spot it out.
Yeah, Pasha's going to have to call for this one. See if anyone moves towards it. At the moment, he's all alone. This could completely render those net uses if they made this quick flash. Oh, this is brilliant. Glaive just leaps out into the loving arms of Pasha, takes him down, and they're looking to try and get this one as clean as possible. Snax overwhelmed, outplayed. Glaive is playing an absolute blinder of a game so far. Such confidence, and it's all working out. Neo. Oof. All right. Catching Glaive. 2v4. Almost finds another. Not going to be the case, however. Leaving Taz with the CZ and armor. It might be time to try and keep hold of that if he can.
I mean, you can just see Glaive is starting to just get so much confidence with how well he's been playing, just straight up, just bull rushing that alley. With the SMG, getting those 3 kills, Virtus.pro is in a lot of trouble right now because despite all the struggles on the T side, if you have a guy like Glaive who's playing like this, a guy like Device playing like this, when they start to have that confidence, if they're able to even just get 1 or 2 kills, that alleviates so much pressure from any kind of tactic they have to run. That gives them such a big advantage. And right now, there's no one on BP who's able to step up in the same way as Glaive and Device.
It's terrifying, isn't it? Sonic's starting to have a good game, you know. Pretty sure he knows Train a lot better than Overpass, just classically.
Yeah, I mean, that does help. He probably has never actually played a game on Overpass before.
Let's be honest, if you want to go back to that sort of point, it's probably true. But yeah, as you said, if one player starts getting this hot, you know, if this one player starts feeling warmed up, confident in front of this crowd, that everyone starts cheering behind them, what a feeling he's going to have. It will just overcome those issues they previously had until it gets broken, of course. It can break. It might break in the next couple of rounds, but look at the score margin already. It's 13-4. Astralis have so many rounds to play with, and they're so close to taking this to a third map, and this has gone backwards almost. You would have thought Astralis should have been the real dominant force coming out, if any, in this series on the first map, but then Virtus.pro, all right, they can grind it out. Then the second one, it's got to be a whitewash, right? You're looking at Virtus.pro on Train against a team with 2 standards. Not the case. So, looking at this round, 4 plays stacked towards B from Virtus.pro. No one really showing too much just yet. Zonic and Zipnix might be walking into a trap. Well,
Zipnix has the SMG. They both have SMG, so it's not the biggest deal if they die, because they're not going to give up or anything. The key is they have to be, I mean, if they both get washed out without getting any kills, that would be the issue. But are they going to commit before being able to find out this is a stack? And it looks like Virtus.pro inside, they're getting a little bit antsy. They've all gotten a little bit more aggressive, but actually, Astralis is rotating right back into this. Here's a chance now for Virtus.pro.
This is quite scary, quite genuinely. There's a lot of damage to be received on this, especially when you've got Taz, the man who pretty much put that first nail in the Astralis coffin in that final round in overtime with the CZ. Flash comes out, no response. Caution shown, but here we go. There's that CZ again, the deadly CZ, and it comes into play. Pasha towards Zipnix, Taz towards Sonic. Glaive just keeping it in check before it all spiraled out of control, but there's still an advantage here for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, and this is a sick read by them as well, just bailing out to the outside bomb site. It's going to be another stack Astralis is met with. Are they going to be prepared for this? At least now they have the range. The Molotovs come out, smokes to the choke point. Neo is isolated. He gets the kill anyways. This is huge. Eventually he's taken down by the fire. One boosted up, the base gets dropped.
It's down to Kerrigan. 10 seconds left. He has to find him, and no! Taz again, causing absolute absolute mayhem with that CZ. 3 for him, supported initially by Pasha, and then Neo comes out. Devastating for Astralis.
I mean, Taz, a miraculous play with the CZ, ends the match on overpass, brings them the win. Here, it gets them right back into this game, prevents this from getting too out of hand. It looked like Astralis was going to get up towards 14 so early, too early for VP to recover from, but another big-time play. That kill on Device, he had to get that immediately.
Okay. Again, window of opportunity starts to form, doesn't it? You get yourself back in, even something small like that, you get it early, you get it almost for free, a little bit cheaper than you should. It's got to get them feeling better about this one. Okay, guys, we've got the guns now. We can do this. We can do much more than this. Still, it's on a knife's edge. This is a very fine line they're starting to walk here.
Not to mention, that's the kind of round that you lose that'll really kind of shift your focus. So Astralis have to hold strong. 4 AKs at Tech 9 on the Astralis side. And Virtus Pro, they were aggressive early on this defense with this outer yard. Bialy's still in ladder room, but Snacks and Neo very much playing together, very much playing at about the middle of that outer train yard. And it's only Taz inside, who, by the way, we should say this is a specialist map of his, as Thorn likes to put it. Probably one of his best maps playing alone at this inner bomb site. He's so effective here.
That's actually a very good point. I always start to look at Neo when he started to warp again on this map, but it is Taz consistently. But you can see the hesitation now on Astralis. They are having to respect what's coming back in from Virtus Pro here. Device and Glaive have been halted down by Ivy. Looking like they want to make the hit now. Bialy waits so perfectly towards drop until the second. Device and Zonic claim kills, and now they have the advantage. Snacks with the UMP though, not going to let them have all the fun. Neo claims at least 1 towards Zonic, but left into the 2v2. It's Neo and Taz against Device and Carrigan. 30 seconds, Carrigan catches Neo on the purpose angle, and now Taz can't do it again. It's Carrigan with 2, and Astralis take another stride towards picking up map 2 here.
They're not done yet though, because Virtus Pro was able to win that eco round with just pistols. They're going to be able to buy into this one. 3 members will have rifles. Bialy, Taz, and Snacks pick those up. Pasha and Neil will be stuck on pistols, but still pretty formidable buy coming out that Astralis has to be very, very careful with.
14.
Oh, that's what a way to open a round for Device.
Device is actually really on point. Again, he was a man who wasn't having the biggest of games before, but this is a really solid game for him, especially on this map. But look at this instant aggression from Glaive. Straight out, straight looking for the fights. Before, it was cautious, it was hesitant. Maybe he should have done it again. Neo's just punished him with that 5-7. Carrigan's left reeling off the back of it, going, I'm all alone now. I could be overwhelmed. I could be pushed. I could be smoked out. He gets the timing on the shot. Pasha steps out right into it. And now 4v4 is back all even.
Huge kill to get, and a little bit of luck going the way of Astralis in these past couple rounds, but why not? You'll always take it. Neo's going to be in position for a fast flank because Astralis is hitting this inner bomb site. Taz is here. He's got the M4. He's got to hold strong. He's got to hold a little bit longer. Here comes the flank from Neo. Neo gets 1. Taz gets the other, but they're going to shut this down. 3 kills for them. Astralis gets snuffed out again at this inner bomb site.
Taz showing some class there. Neo especially as well, very much at the forefront in supporting him in that play, denying any step towards the site that Astralis was trying to have. So, 14-6. Money now down for Astralis. They're down to pistols here and there. If anything, very low actually. Device can actually invest into the Deagle.
As much of as this looks bad for Astralis, they can't win some of these, the eco round that they lost. Now they just lost a round with against 2 pistols. They can afford to make these trades still. They're up. Obviously, you don't want to let Virtus Pro, you don't want to give them that much of a window, but if they keep trading rounds like this, that's okay because they're already at 14. They have some rounds to play with still.
Plenty of opportunity on the cards, and any damage dealt here is a massive bonus. Shouldn't be able to be achieved, but we saw what a CZ can do to a whole team, so I wouldn't write him out just yet, but the start is going to be very tough to claim a plant from. There's no utility just to even smoke in towards that B site, so it's going to be pretty tough here.
Pasha with a good chance to get that opening pick, and it's Device with the Deagle trying to duel with it. Not going to work out. And that was kind of the hopes and dreams of Astralis in this round, was on him getting some kind of a pick. Now they only have a couple P250s. They have no utility whatsoever, so it's basically group up, probably towards the inner bomb site, and just hope and pray that some mistake from Virtus Pro will allow you to get a plant.
Yeah, Taz, though, looking pretty solid so far, at least with Neo in support. Those two have been very, very crisp on denying any cheeky plants here and there. So, looking to Bialy. Eyes towards pop, this could be it. Yeah, here comes the play. So all Glocks out. Glaive, what? Gets 1, gets to Glaive? Are you kidding me right now? That's unbelievable play, but it's not done yet. There's the recovery finally coming in from Snacks. That was getting... that shouldn't be allowed. You shouldn't be allowed with a P250 to find two in that instance. One, I forgive. Two's a little too much, and that bomb almost got to the site.
What a force Glaive is being in this matchup. Almost giving them that window to get the bomb planted. Almost even finding a way to salvage a weapon and make something from it. So VP 7 of 14 making this comeback. Another save round now for Astralis again because they have such a wide margin still. They have the chance to give up some of these rounds and just get that economy going strong, and that's a couple very nice shots to P250.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. This time around, though, looking at the bow, it had to be a double eco anyway, but this time they can come back in at least with slightly better upgraded pistols than before. It was just like the one Deagle Pasha missing a shot you should be hitting there. Karen's going to back away from it. He's not going to try and refocus as he knows that Pasha's going to be holding another angle slightly further back, but you can see Snacks now having to respond in kind by getting some sort of control towards A, looking for something here, and it looks like they're all just going to set up towards an A hit.
Again, though, they have no nades, no utility. They didn't really invest too much into this, so it's going to have to be someone like Glaive pushing through smoke. Snacks. Oh, you're out in the open. Glaive has missed those shots after the incredible last round. He struggles here, but Snacks is in a tough spot. Down at 35, and he's got to find a way to fall back. Pasha's got his back, though.
Yeah. Molly comes in. That's going to keep Glaive pinned in there, if anything. I don't think he's going to get away with it. No, he's burning alive and right into the eyesight of Pasha. And now 3 left. This should be pretty much cleanly done. Snacks did go down, and Carrigan's looking for a chance. Not going to get much of it with Bialy there, as now they try and make their play, but last man is Device. He does have the Deagle. That's Neo gone, but Pasha finds him in the end. So, Virtus Pro winning out those 2 rounds. They're on the eco. Astralis now will have the money to have a good buy coming in here. They can get the AWPs if they want it. They can see what they want to do with it. But Virtus Pro, on the other hand, as well, will have enough money to bring whatever they want into this round.
Kerrigan's got the only AWP on the Astralis side. It's dropped over from Zonic. And now it's the question, do they try and go for something aggressive? Do they try and go for something fast-paced to catch VP off guard? Kerrigan is taking that off towards the inner bomb site. Might drop down ladder. We've seen him try and get a couple picks out of that from that position. And indeed, Zipnex and him are both going to be down there. So Astralis right off the bat setting up for an outer execute. The bomb and one other Glaive and Device are over towards Ivy right now. Those are the 2 heavy hitters for Astralis all in one spot.
Pasha's going to be the one to keep them back if he can. He's got, as you said, Glaive down there, Device down there. Not sure if they want to commit just yet. Glaive's dancing with some real danger here. This could be a shot and a half from Pasha, but Flash comes through. Actually, to the right, smoke. There's the molly to follow. Pasha now backs away in towards the right side. So now Glaive's forged himself a path through if he wants to push up, but then there's still Bialy. He's keeping their attention very much drawn towards this. But look at Sonic, look at Zipnix. They're still tendering towards B. They have not fully committed here. This is Astralis taking their time, pushing Virtus Pro back into more deeper positions, having to make them take the fight on the sites.
They haven't applied too much pressure towards that inner bomb site. Sonic just making a presence there. At least it's pulled Neo on the rotate over towards the B site. So 2 members here for Virtus Pro. Glaive now starting to make his move. Him and Device, there's still a smoke blocking off Pasha, so he can't really do too much, and he can't provide any information either. He just hears the noise, and there's Bialy with the first kill. That's Kerrigan. He gets traded off by Zipnix, though. Snacks on the bomb site has got to hold strong. Pasha, that smoke is cleared. He might have a chance now.
He really should have a chance. That's a bomb down. Device out of the hands now. Glaive and Zipnix having to work against the odds. 2v3. Pasha finds Glaive, and another. Zipnix goes down. Virtus Pro building back into this game now. 14-9. Pasha, it wasn't perfect at the start, but he certainly made up with it at the end.
No, but it's such a difficult spot to be in when you have to remain that patient. You're not able to help your teammates. You're not able to pass any information. You start second-guessing if you should move, if you should rotate or get out of position. And he just holds strong, waits for that smoke to subside. And Astralis, they didn't make their move soon enough. They had him isolated. They had him out of the action. And when they finally do make their move, the smoke clears. He's got a free shot on Device. Really nice round from Pasha. 14-9 now. And there is a pause out. It's been 4 straight rounds for Virtus Pro and 5 of the last 6.
Yeah, tactical pause for Astralis coming in. And even though, as you said, the scoreline is still really nicely working for them, it's still a good scoreline. They can just work through this. They still need to be cautious because it looks like Virtus Pro have found an answer. They found a way to play into this. Glaive's not having that much success anymore. He can't just barrel out towards a site. It's not as simple as that. So for them, back to the drawing board for a sec, just have a little discussion, talk it through. What can we change? What can we adapt here?
Well, this is why, all the analysts and we've always talked about Virtus.pro as such a dangerous team on train. While generally they're way more effective on the T side than what we saw here today, they're so dangerous on both sides. It's one of those things where if they build that momentum, even on the CT side, that's when you start seeing them just as suffocating as we saw Astralis in the first half.
Just bear in mind that first map did finish 19-17. It went to overtime. It was still so close. And Dupree, I can imagine, watching right now, having to watch his team go through this. It must be hard from the sidelines to keep this one watched. Of course, we're hoping he gets better soon. 14-9, though. This is a tough one for Astralis here.
One thing that's helping VP as well in these rounds is because we're seeing buys out of Astralis, and then the next round is a save or a half buy into the round, and then another full buy. It's just back and forth. It is because there's no plants coming out for Astralis. They're not getting that bomb down, so that extra $800 actually goes a long way as this losing bonus builds up. If they can start getting some of those plants, that's when you start to see repeated buys. That's when you start to see them really able to punish the economy of Virtus.pro by just grinding this out. They still have a few rounds where that can be effective, where you could just grind down the economy, because VP, they have 3 members that are less than $2,000 in the bank, and Taz is right at $2,200. So if there's a round won by Astralis, all of a sudden you're going to start to see the buys for Virtus.pro are going to be a little bit more sketchy.
They certainly need it all. If they start running out of ways to stop players just kind of taking those straight-up man-to-man fights, it becomes difficult. Device is having great success on it, so is Glaive. So, again, all these factors need to kind of be in the right place for Virtus.pro here. So keeping that money as strong as possible is a huge factor. But here we go. Astralis back into this one. Not much to play with, though. P250s, Tech 9s, a bit of armor here and there, and 3 smokes. So, again, they create the wall of smoke on towards A, and it looks like maybe that's the plan so far. We'll see if they commit to it, bearing in mind there's still a bit of time here. But no, they are going to go straight forward. The smokes actually playing very out late. They're going for a little bit of a play ahead of the smoke, and it's not gone too well. The rifle's going to just actually tear them to pieces. Bialik USP's going to get into the action, and there we have it. Glaive's your last man standing.
There you'll see a little bit of miscommunication from the Astralis side, as good as they played. That actually, I don't think that was going to be wall of smokes. I think what they wanted was that smoke to plume between the train and the connector, and they would run right through it and try and surprise Virtus.pro on the other side. Unfortunately, they run out in the open about 3 seconds early, and the smokes haven't even plumed just yet.
Yeah. It's literally just gone off now on the site, and they've already lost 3 players at that point. So, again, miscommunication is going to be a factor here. Keep that in mind. These guys are new players coming in. Sonic, I don't even know if he knows all the set smokes. I don't know if he knows a set plan, but we can come back to that point. Because Device looking for the wall bang. No success to be had on that one. And a different style, actually. Bialy and Snacks focusing towards Ivy here for Virtus.pro. Taz again selling out on B, and Glaive and Zipnik's really paying some attention here.
Well, it's smart by Astralis, because they know that Taz, being that specialist player, they trust him to be alone at the inner bomb site. They're basically daring Virtus.pro to leave him there by making this presence here. They want Virtus.pro to think that there's going to be bodies attacking Taz at some point. Bring that second player back, and actually this is very aggressive. Already jumping down. Taz isn't ready for it whatsoever. But oh, what a shot! Can he get more? Taz, that is ridiculous.
He's got it all in front of him as well, but this isn't the commitment. Look where that bomb is. It's not come down with him. They've forced Neo over, Pasha over, and now here comes the play towards A. Snacks is the only man still standing here. They're making a mad dash back, but Zipnik's already takes him down. The site's now open. They're going to make a quick rotate. Device looking towards connector, looking towards stopping anyone pouring out. The bomb is planted. 4v3, retake time now for Virtus.pro.
And Astralis has to be patient. This is a design play out of the timeout. It's so perfect. They attack Taz, force the rotation. Zipnik gets that kill and gets away with 1 HP. There's Neo pushing through, finds Zonic, now with 3-on-3. Kerrigan's still there, Device still far back. Neo's got to find Kerrigan, though. Critical spot for him to hold, but he looks down. Kerrigan can't react in time. 3-on-2 now.
They've still got a smoke. Here we go. The bomb is going to be defused as we speak. Device finds one. Neo comes back. Device on there. It doesn't matter. The bomb. It was defused by Pasha in the background. And even though Device will take out Pasha in the end, it doesn't matter a single point. It's Virtus.pro again in such a great position. 11-14 now. Astralis seems so close to closing that one out. They had everything almost working for them, but then Neo on the retake was absolutely sick.
One bullet.
That was nuts.
Get out. That's why he's so effective. But that's a big kill from Neo. Once again, maybe a little bit of that Zonic inexperience getting caught out in the open. But still, a plant and all 5 kills for Astralis in that round, despite not winning. So a lot of damage to the economy. They're running out of rounds to play with, though. And Taz, he gets aggressive. He changes things up. I think that's a team name that does that damage. A little bit of miscommunication between him and Neo. But he's at least forced Zipniks and Zonic away from making any progress in those box halls.
That makes this map feel incredibly small for Astralis. No ground gained anywhere else either. Now scared to even step towards Brown Halls, where actually Taz is still present. He's not backed off from this. He's going to stay out maybe in a one and done spot. Maybe he can do more. He still had some support from Neo, so that's still into place. But no one else is able to find much here for Astralis.
The big thing is Taz staying here. The action is so far away that they can rotate the time. They don't even look for it. Off angle from Taz. It's traded by Zonic. That's nicely done. Now you see Neo. But Device picks off Snacks outside, so it's a 4-on-3 now.
Bialy and Pasha are still in a good spot, though. Bialy could catch anyone out if they try and make a bit of a quick dash towards the site. Pasha's going to back away from the molly that was burning, and they are slowly working through, but look, Bialy walks out, gets down too! Bialy, that is incredible stuff! Leaving Device and Kerrigan in a real bad spot here. Kerrigan finds one. Somehow Pasha didn't hit Kerrigan, then that looks so on point, but Bialy, this man is sneaky as you like. And the difference a second can make.
Yeah, but they have to find Pasha. This is such a hard position to flush him out of at the moment. And Device is just waiting, not sure where Bialy went. Kerrigan's the one who's wrapping around. This is going to be so difficult. It's all going to come down to its timing, and Kerrigan's going to win it. Pasha looks the wrong way. So many chances he had just by a second, and it's Kerrigan that takes it. Bialy in a 1-on-2, and the bomb is... He's in not a good position for this.
Yeah, and Device is in a great one as well. Vertical advantage all in his favor, and there it is. Astralis finally get another on the board. It seemed like a lifetime in the making, but they push themselves to that ever-important 15th round. We could be going to a third map here, ladies and gents, and I know we all want to see that, if I'm completely honest. Cash would be up next, but there's still one more to claim here, and considering how long it took just to get that additional one, this is far from over.
Up on Pasha. Snacks, though, this is what I'm talking about. The economy's been ground down. That one win, with all the kills they've had in the recent rounds, with some of the plants. Hey, look at this buy now. There's no nades on Pasha. There's one on Bialy. Snacks is only on a pistol, and even then he's light on utility. So a lot of advantages in the way of Astralis this time. For this round, Neo and Snacks playing aggressive towards bomb trinity box. Bialy in ladder room. Very, very aggressive posture from Virtus.pro. But they're basically out of nades already. Snacks has one smoke. They've got 2 flashes on Taz. If they don't find something early on, they're gonna have to just outright win duels against a team that is so powerful right now. 2 ops as well.
Oh, this is so scary. It's on a knife's edge. It's 1 minute and 14 seconds to decide how this goes down. As said, they need to be in the right place at the right time, win out those fights. There's so many factors here that Virtus.pro need to get going for themselves. Astralis still have so much to build into this round with. They can paint this map however they want it to look. But Bialy and Snacks still in a deadly spot. This is all down to where Astralis take this now.
Just waiting. And you can see as well what we've seen out of Virtus.pro. Actually, Zonic wins that battle against Bialy. That's a huge find. And he doesn't take any damage as well, so Bialy getting a little bit anxious. Actually, no, Zonic being the aggressive one. There's Snacks as well. Zonic can't get that, but he brings him so low. Nice trade from Snacks, and he also gets away with an M4, which is huge.
And look, Kerrigan and Zimnix are still trying to pressure that point on B. They're keeping Taz Neo very close to it, and that's now the walking point. Snacks has to win this one pretty much. It's Device Glaive walking through towards the site. Snacks is round the back. Pasha's found. Zimnix is not done just yet. 3v4 advantage with Virtus.pro. Snacks towards Kerrigan. The bomb's planted, and it's Device and Glaive, the 2 superstars for Astralis, to take this one to the third map right here, right now for them. Can they do it? Device towards Pasha. Glaive gets taken down, and now 1v2 Device. It's your moment to shine. The classic duo up against him. He can't connect towards Neo, but they know where he is. He finds Taz, and oh my word, Device, this could be it. He can't do it in the end. Neo runs it back, no kit to hand. That's going to be a close defuse in the end.
Incredible round, incredible effort by Device, almost pulling that right back, but Virtus.pro, again, against all odds, somehow win that round, and Neo's going to pick up the AWP as well.
What a game we have. 15-12. Device huge effort. If only Glaive didn't get caught out. You know, you can go through those kind of, I guess, mental games as to what could have happened there, but still, Device putting in a superhuman effort at this point.
This is the strength of Virtus Pro. If you look at the scores, you would never think the match is this close. No one on Virtus Pro is over 18 kills. Device has 31, Glaive has 26. If you just look at those scores, you just wonder how Virtus Pro is even in this. They have really had to claw and grind these rounds out.
And the thing is, the Virtus Pro's money is still not good. There's a Mag 7 on Pasha. That's not great. Taz having to use a UMP, and he's been kind of the... Oh, no, that's not good either. Neo's one of the big players here. He traded out with Device, actually, in the end. Means the Pasha now gets himself an M4, so that's a big upgrade. But Astralis, you've got to be careful on this approach.
That's actually... Neo's going to love that trade. Take Device out, take the op out of his hands. Zonica might try and recover that. He's only got the Tech 9, but he's got to be careful. Kerrigan is still out towards Ivy. Oh, and Snax wants to punish this. He wants to punish anyone who goes for this. So, Astralis, this is danger. Are you going to run the gauntlet or are you going to flash? There it is, but it's going to go too far, and Snax misses the shot.
That does mean that there's an AWP back in hand. It's with Zonic. Maybe not someone you'd put into that lineup as someone to do it. And there's the punish from Snax. Looking for the opportunity, and he gets it down to 3 now, Astralis. And considering Virtus Pro's start into this round was so far from ideal, this is a great bit of resilience. And Bialy going to have a little bit of an exchange with Carrigan any second now. And it's Bialy to find Carrigan, and now we're down to 2. It's all going to come down to B. It's going to be Glaive and Zipnix powering through. Pasha waits so readily for this Taz. The molly comes in, but there we get it. The barbecue begins, and it's the Polish side to come out on top of it. And again, Astralis fumbling towards the end of this game here.
It's that ever important, that ever difficult 16th round. Astralis, they went through it on overpass. They had it up 15-14. Now they've lost 2 straight to this point. And they've got to save. They've got to wait one more round to be able to win it. So it is, I mean, more than likely going to be 15-14. There's really no purchase. There's no nades. There's no armor. Maybe one upgraded pistol on Device. But you can't expect that to win the round for you against a Virtus Pro that's playing like this at the moment. Snax has really come alive recently.
Oof. That's a condemning start here for Astralis, already being manhandled by the Virtus Pro side. Neo just building up money, adding insult to injury, rubbing salt in the wound. And Pasha waits down by Ivy, looking to see if Glaive was willing to walk through the smoke. Not going to be the case. Neo turns around. And it's down to Zipnix and Glaive to do anything, and that, with merely Glocks and already damage received, is not looking so likely.
This wouldn't be, this almost feels like Glaive is just being so passive. They're just saying, they're talking a little bit maybe about the next round, just staying alive and just having a small conversation, because Zipnix as well is just walking all the way back towards T-spawn, so staying away from the action for a little bit longer. But 15-14, now Astralis has to come up with something. And at this point, what do you do?
That's the question you've got to hope they have an answer to. Otherwise, we're into overtime again. And you know what? I wouldn't be too sad about that, Moses. It's been quite an enjoyable ride so far.
This has been incredible that Astralis has been able to do this, considering everything that's been against them. What an amazing performance they've had in these 2 maps.
All right, 15-14. This is the round for Astralis if they want to take it to a third, or will it be going to overtime? This is the moment for them to shine. Bialy going to push himself up already towards Electric, just down by Pop. And let's see if Astralis go for aggression. How do they take themselves into this round?
Key difference is, Device doesn't have an AWP. They don't, and they're going up against 2. Pasha's got 1, Snax has 1. So there's a lot of opportunities here for Virtus Pro to find some kills to really thin out the attack. There's that Molotov and smoke combo that forces Pasha away, and he actually takes a lot of damage, down to 28. That's really well done from Astralis to get some early damage, and look how passive that makes him. He rotates all the way back, away from everything.
And I think the crowd's starting to understand the magnitude of this situation as Glaive and Device start building their way forward. Pasha's been corralled away towards the old bomb train, but Neo keeps a close eye towards it. Glaive gets destroyed. Neo again towards Device, and it's not over yet. The main train's about to come into the station as Bialy catches out another, and look at this play so far. It has been a masterclass from Virtus Pro. Can it continue? It's down to Zipnix. We're going to overtime. This game will not end for these boys. Astralis was so close, yet so far.
Virtus Pro does it again. Somehow claw themselves back into it as well, being down 4-11, losing the pistol round, so 13-4 before they got a single round on the board. That is incredible. They're able to do this now, and it's the complete opposite. Astralis made the comeback in the first map. Now it's Virtus Pro. Both of these teams are just monsters at the moment.
And you've got to be thinking Astralis is sweating bullets here. Virtus Pro given a chance to close it out in 2. Guys, do stay tuned. We'll be back with overtime in just a second. It's 15-15 here. We are no strangers to overtime now after the start of that previous map. Now we get to do it all over again.
This is going to be heartbreaking for Astralis if they can't pull this one out. They've had some good ideas on this T-half. They have some very good rounds. It just Virtus Pro at the end just was winning all these late round situations. It was actually incredible that they're able to pull these things out. I think, again, there's another round with the CZ that Taz has that keeps them in this match to begin with, and now they bring it all the way back in overtime. So Astralis, they've got to find some way to do it, and one way they can, which, you know, it happened on Overpass, even though they didn't win it, is actually punish that economy, that 10K start money. Make sure that, you know, if Virtus Pro is going to buy double op setup out of the gate, you can punish that just by winning that one round. Then there's so much money depleted from VP.
Plenty of opportunities here for both sides to make the most of it, and the double up will be coming out for the CT side, so as I said, a big investment into this one, going all in. That can... What? Is that a triple op?
Triple op. Okay, so Virtus Pro, they're cranking up the pressure. Op on Snacks, op on Pasha, and one on Neo as well. And I mean, maybe this is just to catch them off guard. Maybe they're thinking Astralis will have no idea this is coming, but this is so risky. First round of overtime on the CT side.
Risky is possibly an understatement at this point, but Carrigan may not be expecting Viali pushed up that far as well. This is all a touch different, a little bit changed up here and there, but not enough to check it out. There you go, Carrigan the first to fall. He gets caught out by Viali. Pasha now allowed to reign dominant, down by Ivy. And that's not the start you want if you're Astralis to lose out already on a player.
No, because this is a lot of information and map control denied now for Astralis. Pasha can just hold this angle, and he's got to be cautious about it. He doesn't want to be held by an op. He finds that pick. That's exactly why. Astralis has to find out if someone's pushing Ivy, but Pasha punishes it. So a 5-on-3, and essentially a third of the map is out of the wheelhouse for Astralis.
And Pasha's not stopping. He's pushing up further. He's constantly chasing these guys. This is unreal. He is right up behind them. He knows that no one's here. He can check main. He can now tell Taz and Neo, pull your socks up by B. This could be a B hit, or it could go to pop. One of the two. Keep your eyes trained on that. That's exactly what's happening. Pasha lurking right round behind them. Neo stabilizes, ready for it. You got 3 players about to hit the B side. The flash is starting to come in, and surely Astralis are wondering, why do they already know here? How do they know this is happening? But here we go. The first tag comes out. It doesn't land the kill. Zimnik stays alive, but Taz is the man to do it. He's the one to take the kills. That's 2 back-to-back, leaving Device, who does the double. Taz and Pasha get taken down, and now 1v3. He doesn't have the bomb, and he's not going to get it. The triple AWP pays off. Pasha, Viali with great dominance over Ivy carry that through to the rest of the map, and they get the first one on the board here in overtime.
Should they go back to the third op, though? That's the question. Yep, no, they're not going to. So Neo just drops the op over to Pasha. He's more than likely just going to pick up the M4. So they change that. Nope, he goes right back to the op, just as I say that. So why not?
if it works, kind of.
I mean, what really worked that round wasn't the 3 ops. It was Bialy doing some delayed aggression down Ivy and catching Kerrigan completely off guard. Now fast-paced from Astralis, but they've got to run through a Molotov to do it. They use it, smoke, Glaive and Kerrigan are out, but there's the first stop. Snacks gets 1 kill.
I don't know if he meant to him. I think he was looking for Kerrigan. Regardless, that's 2. Can't get the 3rd to follow up, but now Taz in an excellent position on Overwatch almost here. Bialy's on the long flank around the back through Ivy. He's off on a mission, and everyone else can hold their spots. If they can deny a plant, even better. But Device catches Pasha unawares, and now we're down to a 3v3. This is still up in the air. We've got 1 AWP still in practice, but Taz locates Device. He's now down, leaving Zonic and Zipnix to do it all.
Yeah, Neo's flanking down ladder as well, and he's going to have himself a kill. Bialy grabbed Zonic just before. This is very much reminiscent of the previous overtime. Virtus Pro looking to go up 18-15 in the first half of OT. Not a great buy is going to come out for Astralis. They don't have a lot of money. Someone's going to have to sacrifice their rifle just to be able to have the nades that they can use for any kind of an execute.
All right, Astralis, what can you get this round? As said, 3 rifles, 4, I guess, with the Galil in there, but Sonic doesn't have armor either, so really not nice coming into this one. Pasha just rocking out with the CZ at the moment. Glaive going for a fast trade out there with Taz. Can't get the better of him, though. And instantly you see the response. Everyone pouring over from VP.
Well, there was the opening there for Glaive. A good idea. Tries to get aggressive. Knows Taz is usually isolated there all on his own to start with. Has a chance for the kill, but Taz forces him away. Device now over towards Ivy. He's only got a Tech 9. Oh, and that pop flash blinds him completely. Bialy, I don't know if he's checked it, though. He hasn't yet. And Device is actually going to win that battle. Pasha, what can you do? Spraying through the smoke again. There's Zipnix with 1. Snacks finally responds. He's got to do more, though. He misses the jump shot, but he's still alive on train.
And there's Taz as well. This is nice from Snacks. Catches Glaive, backing away from Electric. Catches Kerrigan as well. This is a clean half in overtime there for Virtus Pro. Beautiful performance so far. The triple AWP was questionable, but it came into perfect practice. But can they close it out?
That's good stuff from Snacks. Using that train so very well to stay alive, using it as cover, peeking multiple different angles. Even if he misses the shot, goes back for more. It looked like they were about to crumble at any moment, but he's really the one that kept that defense propped up. So 3 straight, 18-15, and now Astralis, exact same scenario they were in on overpasses, overtime.
That's an incredibly harsh moment to be in for Astralis. Kind of being teased with the idea of we could maybe do this. We're getting close. We've got, those rounds are starting to come towards us, and then suddenly you're back in overtime again. A
lot of teams playing against Virtus Pro have had that same kind of tease. This is a team that just doesn't. I mean, especially at these big tournaments, especially at majors, they just don't go down quietly. Snacks. He's always been playful with the camera.
It's the eyebrow game's on point.
What a performance out of this guy as well. Device, 36-19. Huge individual effort out of him. Glaive is not far behind. Well, I guess he is kind of far behind because 36 is incredible, but 26 for Glaive. But he himself, this is a breakout performance for a guy like Glaive.
Yeah, this is it's a beautiful sign for Glaive. If he came in as being the stand-in, you don't. It's not that you don't expect much from him. You just don't expect him to be the highlight. Oh, poor Fnatic fans. There you go. You got something to cheer about again. This crowd's so easy to appease. Virtus Pro cheer, Fnatic boo. You guys. But no, it does seem as though the Virtus Pro fans here, the Polish crowd, there's a little corner actually already dedicated. It's got its own little corner already set up. It was there this morning, bright and early. So again, these guys, once they get to these situations, do often have incredible crowds behind them, but Astralis are no strangers to that feeling of having, the audience supporting them there as well. So again, not really playing into it. There it is. There we go. But no, Virtus Pro on a massive point now. The thing is for Astralis to come back into this, as you said, it has to be flawless.
And they can. That defense they had in the first half was so strong. The issue, once again, comes to the fact that it's been so long since they faced this attack from Virtus Pro. Are they going to remember how to do it? Are they going to get caught off by some kind of aggression? We saw this crazy switch up into this triple op setup in overtime for Virtus Pro. Like, what other switch ups can they have in their playbook that might catch Astralis off guard?
That's a big question. We asked it on the CT side, we haven't even really seen aggressive kind of pushes coming out. We saw a couple of them in overtime. We saw a couple of them pushing down, from Ivy. We saw that starting to come into the effect. I wonder how deep that Virtus Pro, playbook goes. As you said, this could be quite interesting and very hard for Astralis to deal with. Previously, it was Device having big moments, though, that really did pay off in this half. So again, it's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but he's a superstar player. He has to play to his caliber, and you can hear it, guys. It is almost time to get that possibly final half of overtime underway.
2 ops for Astralis. Back to it. Kerrigan and Device with those. Pasha's got one of his own on the T side.
Here we go, 15 to 18. Virtus.pro need one more to get to the semi-finals. Astralis need it all. They have to fight tooth and nail to stay alive and claw their way, kicking and screaming into those semi-finals. It's going to be a tough task, but they are certainly up to the challenge. They've already shown great resilience. Can they keep it up?
Slow style coming out again for Virtus.pro. It's going to be the duel between Device and Pasha. Those ops over towards Ivy. Device is being very aggressive with this peak. Pasha's holding the angle as well.
Pasha has Bialy there too. There's the bait of the shot. Pasha now takes a swing. He gets it. That's the first step in the right direction. Again, great success for that man already in this map. Looking to do more. Smokes out left, Molly's out right. Looking to really apply that pressure towards Astralis. Keep him guessing, but where's the hit going to come from?
Sick bait by Bialy. Just shoulder peeking that angle, waiting for Device to get the shot out. That allows Pasha to just scoot a little bit farther to the right and get the angle on Device. And that repeat, though, it might have been a little bit too much from Device. Over-aggressive, trying to do too much. That's so punishing. 4-on-5 now, and still Virtus.pro. They haven't committed, but now they're going to come towards this outer bomb site. Here come the smokes. It's all on this defense.
Zonic, Glaive, Carrigan will be the first in line, but can they stop what's about to come their way? Neo takes a step out. Carrigan greets Neo with a smile, but it's Taz, and it's Taz all day. That's 2. There's Snacks coming in with 1, and it's left Zipnix in a horrible situation. Bialy's already on the hunt, and you can see them looking for it, and the spray comes in. Zipnix notices there's another, but he's still fighting the good fight, but it's at the end. Pasha does it for Virtus.pro, and ladies and gentlemen, that is VP putting themselves into the semi-finals after a tough match against Astralis, who fought with sheer heart, grit, determination, anything you can think of. They put it up there.